So hello friends and welcome to yet another brand new video of my cricket dreams. So in this video I plan to say the number 7th match of Delhi Capitals between Delhi Capitals and Chennai Super Kings at the Abu Dhabi International Cricket Stadium live review. So, as far everyone is concerned, the first week of the lucrative tournament has ended in a great fashion. We have seen a super over match and we have seen some close winning or losing matches in this year's IPL so far. Coming to the 7th match of this year's Dream 11 IPL 2020, we have two participants. This time, the young team led by the young India's number 4 batsman Shreyas Iyer, which is Delhi Capitals, and between the Lions on team Chennai Super Kings. So before this match, almost everyone will support Chennai because they boast of the likes of some experienced players like Shane Watson, Murali Vijay, Faf du Plessis, MS Dhoni, Ambati Rayudu, Sam Curran, Deepak Chahar, Ravindran Jadeja, Piyush Chawla, Lungi Negedi and many more. But if you're looking at the Delhi Capitals, they have a young, strong lineup. They have Pritvi coming in, they have Shimron Hapmaya, and they have some brilliant spin bowling attack as well. So we can just see the 11s of both these two ferocious teams. If you're looking at Delhi Capitals, the Capitals are almost unchanged. They have two changes. Amit Mishra will come in, and instead of Mohit Sharma, it will be Avesh Khan. So let me see the 11 of Delhi Capitals. As openers, Delhi will go with Prithvi Shaw and Shikhar Dhawan. At one down, it will be Rishabh Pant. At 4, it will be Shreyas Iyer. At 5, it will be Shimron Hetmeyer. At number 6, Marcus Stoinis. At number 7, Akshar Patel. At number 8, Amit Mishra. At number 9, Kagiso Rabada. At number 10, Nortje. At number 11, Avesh Khan. And if you're looking at the Super Kings 11, they are also pretty unchanged with only one change. Josh Hazelwood is coming into the attack. So now we can see the 11 of Super Kings as well. In the 11, Murali Vijay and Shane Watson will open the innings. At one down, it will be Faf du Plessis. At number 4, Rudraj Gaikwad will continue. At number 5, Kedar Jadhav. At number 6, Mahendra Singh Dhoni. At number 7, Ravindran Jadeja. At number 8, Sam Curran. Number 9, Josh Hazelwood. Number 10, Deepak Chahar. Number 11, Piyush Chawla. So now we can see the extended review of this match. So that in the toss, Tara Dhoni won the toss and decided to bowl first against Delhi Capitals. So that means both the openers Prithvi Shaw and Shikhar Dhawan will open the innings, where Deepak Chahar will continue the proceedings for CSK. So if you're looking at the initial stage of the power play, everything was going well for CSK, because even though they didn't take any wickets in the first power play, they kept the things tidy and tight for Delhi Capitals. Delhi Capitals could not just roll their arms freely, especially Shikhar Dhawan, who was struggling a bit against pace bowlers, and thus DC only scored 36 runs with the loss of no wicket in 6 overs. But after that, the game was fully controlled with Delhi Capitals. After that, they just fired and fired. They scored the next 40 runs or so in just 2 or 3 overs and kept on firing, especially the spinners of Chennai Super Kings. Both these batsmen scored some brilliant shots all around the park, and the main highlights was Prithvi Shaw as he scored a match-winning 64 runs of 43 balls with the help of 9 fours and 1 6 at a strike rate of near to 150. If you're looking at Shikhar Dhawan, he was struggling a bit in the initial stages of the power play, as I said before. But then he also just kept rolling his arms, and the first 6 of that match was also hit in by Shikhar Dhawan of Ravindra Jadeja. He scored a decent 35 runs off 27 balls with the help of 3 fours and 1 big 6 at a strike rate of 130. Both these ferocious batsmen scored a near 100 runs partnership for the first wicket. At the score of 94, Piyush Chawla caught the dangerous Shikhar Dhawan LBW'd, and thus Chawla finally gets the breakthrough, and this fantastic opening stand is broken between these two players. If you're looking at that delivering, Shikhar Dhawan, it was a shot which is something you usually see from Dhawan. Chawla just darts it slightly quicker on the middle and leg. Dhawan sees the fielders are inside the circle at point and cover, so he looks to play the reverse sweep, which is one of the most favourite shots for Shikhar Dhawan, especially against the spinners over them. Dhawan threw misses and gets hit right in front of the stumps on his pad. An appeal follows, and umpire, after a brief thought, raises his finger. So thus the brilliant partnership between these two players was over, and the new batsman in at number 3, instead of Shimron Hetmeyer, it was Rishabh Pant. Rishabh Pant had a decent knock in the last game for Delhi Capitals. He scored 31 runs at that time with the help of 29 deliveries. At this time around, Rishabh Pant kept on scoring singles, and most importantly, he didn't allow the bowlers to settle. And whenever he thinks that the bowlers are settled, and the next ball itself, he launches the bowler for a 6 or a boundary. And thus, Delhi Capitals were cleanly over the run rate of 8 and always let the score ticking. And both these batsmen, Pritvi Shaw and Rishabh Pant, never allowed bowlers, beat spinners or fast bowlers, settle in the Abu Dhabi Cricket Stadium. These two players again put on a magnificent partnership, and thus they didn't allow any bowlers to get the freedom to dominate them. But unfortunately, while Pritvi Shaw, who I said played a brilliant innings of 64, was finally caught by Mahendra Singh Dhoni of Piyush Chawla again. So and it was stumped. Pritvi Shaw was stumped by Mahendra Singh Dhoni of Piyush Chawla. So that means it was a wonderful innings from Pritvi Shaw, and unfortunately it came to an end at the score of 103 for the loss of 2 wickets in the 13th over. What actually happened was that it was a slider delivery from Piyush Chawla, in which Shaw looked to drive it but hits the inside edge and then hits the pads and rolls towards the keeper. Shaw is a little too far down the wicket, and hence Dhoni has enough time to pick the ball up and shatter the stumps. Chennai are slowly getting back into the game after the wicket of Pritvi Shaw, because Mahendra Singh Dhoni and his men know how important was the wicket of Pritvi Shaw, and I think so the wicket was at the correct time, because Shaw was almost unstoppable and he was doing an unstoppable show, but unfortunately it came to an end by Piyush Chawla. So after that, new batsman in came Shreyas Iyer, the youngster, at number 4. Both these batsmen staged a magnificent 57 runs partnership at the correct time for DC, and it was well supported by 10 boundaries and one huge 6. So if you are looking, Rishabh Pant was again the aggressor in that, and Pant kept on scoring at a huge rate. His strike rate was 148. They both stitched a 57 runs partnership before Shreyas Iyer was caught by the last ball of the 19th over. He was caught by Mahendra Singh Dhoni behind the stumps of Sam Curran. It was a great catch by Mahendra Singh Dhoni. And also it was a brilliant over by Sam Curran, just giving 4 runs and also getting a wicket of the dangerous man Shreyas Iyer in the penultimate over. Shreyas Iyer scored a decent 26 runs of 22 balls with the help of 1 boundary at a strike rate of 120. Sam Curran comes around the wicket and hits the deck hard, short of a length. Shreyas comes down the track and looks to hit it over the long off but gets a thick outside edge. It goes to the right of Dhoni, who dives and takes a very good catch. The score is 161 for the loss of 3 wickets in 19th over. New batsman in at number 5 was Marcus Stoinis. As we all know that he was the aggressor in the last match for Delhi Capitals. So I think so that win the trust for Ricky Ponting to send him out at number 5 instead of Shimron Hetmar. And at the end of the innings, DC posted a comfortable 175 for the loss of 3 wickets with Rishabh Pant still in the crease. 40 runs he scored of just 25 deliveries with the help of 5 boundaries. And Marcus Stoinis just played 3 deliveries but scored 1 boundary. He scored a total of 5 runs in 3 balls with the help of 1 boundary at a strike rate of 166.67. So after that, it will be a good run chase in the second innings. Will Mahendra Singh Dhoni's men be able to chase this decent total posted by the young DC team? It will be a remarkable win if DC pulled to make a victory after the jaws of the Lions on team. So now coming to the second innings, Super Kings have trusted on a new opener of Murali Vijay and Shane Watson. So that means Faf du Plessis, as he always done in the last 2 matches, will come 1 down. The openers Murali Vijay and Shane Watson were on crease, and Kagiso Rabada bowled the first over. So both these batsmen just tried to stitch their partnership and kept the momentum going just like DC done. They just settled in the power play, and after that they just launched themselves out of the park in the next 6 or 7 overs. And that's what I think so Watson and Vijay were doing. But unfortunately, in the 5th over itself, the big wicket of Shane Watson was taken over by Akshar Patel. Interestingly, if you see, Akshar Patel has out him 5 times, and there is 5 innings. Both these players have met each other in the field 5 times, in which Akshar Patel has out him in all the 5 occasions. And this is the 6th time where Shane Watson is gone by an off spinner, especially by Akshar Patel, and he was caught by Shimron Hetmar of Akshar Patel. After that, Murali Vijay also followed to the pavilion after the wicket of Shane Watson. Actually, Murali Vijay was never comfortable in the crease, as he scored just 10 runs in 15 balls with the help of 1-4 and a strike rate of mere 66.67. At the score of 34, Murali Vijay was also out, this time by Nortje of Kagiso Rabada. So Nortje actually was hitting the deck hard as he continuously bowled 145 plus. So that means Vijay's struggling was continued, and his painful stay at the crease comes to an end. It was a good length ball on off and middle. Vijay looks to go over straight, but once again his feet are stuck to the ground and go nowhere. He ends up hitting the ball high in the air to the right of mid-on, in which Kagiso Rabada safe pair of hands moves to that side and takes a good catch. Stuttering and also a collapse being seen on the chase for Chennai. They are 34 for 2 at the end of power play. 142 to win from 84 deliveries at a scoreboard of 34 for the loss of 2 wickets. After that, the Iceman, the crisis man for Chennai throughout the season, Faf du Plessis has came at number 3. And Ruturaj Gaikwad came at number 4. Actually, after these two openers' dismissal, there were no partnership actually, and thus Ruturaj Gaikwad was run out by Rishabh Pant. Akshar Patel was bowling to du Plessis, in which du Plessis tried to take a single but was well blocked by a fielder, Pritvi. But Ruturaj Gaikwad just didn't pay attention to that no call from Faf du Plessis and kept on running. At the end, when he realized that there were no run, he was more than halfway to the from the crease. He still tried to come back, but unfortunately, in the replay showed that his bat was just not crossing the line, and thus Ruturaj Gaikwad, again failing, scored just 5 runs of 10 balls at a strike rate of 50. So after that, Kedar Jadhav, a decent batsman, scored 26 runs of 21 balls with the help of 3 boundaries at a strike rate of 123.81. He and Faf du Plessis again tried to bring back the game, but unfortunately couldn't. As at the score of 98, Kedar Jadhav was also LBW. After that, there were actually no partnerships, and even MS Dhoni was caught at the last over of the game trying to hit a 6. At the end of the match, DC win the match comfortably, and it was a surprise to know that a young DC team defeated a solid CSK and the Abu Dhabi Cricket Stadium, and they win the match comfortably by 44 runs, and Iyer will surely be a happy captain, young captain. At the man of the match award goes to Pritvi for his magnificent 64 runs. And before concluding the video, I would just like to say the points table of the teams. So after DC's second win in this year's IPL, they go on to first position, while KXIP will be second, Mumbai Indians third, RR fourth, Chennai Super Kings fifth, RCB sixth, SRH seventh, KKR 8. And after this match, Faf du Plessis was given the orange cap after he scored 45 runs of 35 deliveries. And thus Faf du Plessis, scoring 173 runs with an average of 86 on 3 matches, gets the first position as well as the orange cap. And the second player in the list is KL Rahul from Kings level Punjab, scoring 153 runs. Third is Mayank Agarwal. Fourth is Rohit Sharma. Fifth is A.V. de Villiers. If you are looking at the wickets, Kagiso Rabada is first with 5 wickets. Second, Sam Curran with 5 wickets. Longe Negede with 4 wickets. Mohammad Shami with 4 wickets. Piyush Chawla with 4 wickets. Ravi Bishnoi with 4 wickets. Sheldon Cottrell with 4 wickets. Shivam Dube with 4 wickets. And Yuzvendra Chahal with 4 wickets. If you are looking at the highest score, KL Rahul is top in the chart with his magnificent 132. Second is Mayank Agarwal for his decent 89. Rohit Sharma at 3 for 80. Sanju Samson at 4 from the Royals for 74. And Faf du Plessis at 5 for his 72. If you're looking at the best bowling figures, Mohammad Shami is topping the chart with 3 for 15. Second is Yuzvendra Chahal 3 for 18. Third is Murugan Ashwin for 3 for 21. Fourth is Kagiso Rabada for 3 for 26. And Ravi Bishnoi at 3 for 32. If you're looking at the batting average, KL Rahul tops the chart with an average of outstanding 153. Second is Faf du Plessis at an average of 86.50. Third is Sanju Samson at an average of 74. Fourth is Ambati Raidu with an average of 71. Steve Smith average is 69. If you're looking at the bowling average, Ravichandran Ashwin is first, Murugan Ashwin is second, Mohammad Shami is third, Glenn Maxwell is fourth, and Sheldon Cottrell at 5. If you're looking at the most hundreds in this year's IPL, till now only one player scored a century, and that is the newly income opener for Team India, KL Rahul. If you're looking at the most 50s, Faf du Plessis top the chart with 250s. AB de Villiers 150, Ambati Rayudu 150, Devdutt Padikkal at 150, Johnny Bairstow 1, Marcus Stoinis, Mayank Agarwal, Prithvi, Rohit Sharma, Sanju Samson, Steve Smith. If you're looking at the most economical bowlers, the top one goes to Akshar Patel, second Mohammad Shami, third Yuzvendra Chahal, fourth Sunil Narayan, fifth Amit Mishra. If you're looking at the most sixes, Sanju Samson scored 9 sixes, KL Rahul 8 sixes, 7, third Faf du Plessis 7 sixes, fourth Rohit Sharma 6 sixes, and 5 Shane Watson 5 sixes. So thank you for watching my channel. Kindly like, subscribe and comment, and for more such notifications to the World Cricket, kindly subscribe channel and also kindly like, share and comment the video. Thank you.